have to build that trust, earn that trust first, and then I can ask the difficult questions. I can get them to sit down with me and talk about their problems. But until then, it's transactional, it's commoditized. And that's not how you build a successful business, in my opinion.
It's always a win-win when you invest in someone else and you ask the questions and you're truly there for them, not for the transaction. That's what it's got to be about, though. And that's authenticity. People are too focused on the end result. They're focused on the dollar and the sale. They're not focused on the journey of how that gets there. If that's all you're focused on, you're never looking at the actual person. You're never looking actually at the relationship, the company, the difference that you're going in there to make.
There's a lot of pressure from the board, the CEO, the CFO, whoever it may be. There's a lot of pressure to hit those numbers. Where does that get lost? The people who have been successful, that have been around for a long time, they built their success on those relationships, on that trust that they have built over the years. I have always maintained a want and a need to grow and learn and understand the best ways to build relationships and networks. That has blossomed into these business relationships that have become personal relationships, which has allowed for me to continue to grow. I am continuously trying to impart my learnings onto the team so that we can continue to help them learn and grow.
People know if you're invested in them. Finally, something drops and they need something that you provide. As long as you've stayed the course, not from a sales perspective, though, not from a transactional, it is not in any way unauthentic. We truly are invested in what people are doing, how they're growing businesses, because that's going to be a better connection. At the end of the day, we're building community. And if you
Mhm.
continuously have your eye on building that community, that trust continues to grow and grow.
Be okay with building relationships first and building that trust first. We spend a lot of time building up these relationships, regardless of what strategy or framework you put together. You just have to understand that it is work and you're going to have to get your hands dirty and go after it.
Sometimes people forget that we're just human. And it's easy to go in and not be authentic and not be intentional about what we're doing. And if we go into that with the mindset of being authentic and being intentional, no matter what titles are, going back to the table, I do think that's one reason it works. There is no airs. There's nothing. It is just people sitting around enjoying a meal and a drink and laughing. If we could do that more and more rooms that we go into and remembering that through our career, I think there would be a lot more trust and a lot stronger bonds and relationships out there and a lot less bridges that have been burned.